All right, well, good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us for this news conference. I'm joined today by Lincoln Parks and Recreation Director Maggie Stuckey-Ross and Friends of Woods Tennis Nonprofit Board President Todd Peterson. We are here today to provide an update on the application made by the Friends of Woods Tennis to amend the Woods Park Master Plan. And at this time, I'd like to invite Director Stuckey-Ross to come forward and share more details about today's announcement.
Thank you, Mayor. In June of 2023, the Parks and Recreation Department received a request from Friends of Woods Tennis to amend the Woods Park Master Plan to facilitate an expansion of their footprint. Since then, the Parks and Recreation team has engaged with different sides of the debate in good faith. One of the core values of this administration is start the conversation, which means proactively communicating with others, especially when it's hard. Engaging with the public is an essential component of our department's decision-making process whenever we are approached to consider modifications or additions to our plans or facilities. So we leaned in. We deployed additional resources to maximize our community's opportunities to participate in the conversation about Woods Park. Through our work with the Mediation Center, through community meetings, through public comments, and through our user survey in partnership with the University of Nebraska Public Policy Center, we've heard thousands of community members' voices. An essential role of the Parks and Rec Department is to allocate our Parks and Recreation resources in a manner that serves the public holistically. Our team takes this responsibility very seriously because we are both parks and recreation. We prioritize both. We steward the natural resources entrusted to us and the programs that contribute to our community's high quality of life. And because it is not only possible that Parks and Recreation exist together, it's critical. Today, I'm here to announce that the Friends of Woods Tennis nonprofit organization has withdrawn its application to expand its facility in Woods Park. Instead, they have decided to seek an alternative location. The City of Lincoln and our department are committed to supporting this relocation. Friends of Woods Tennis is a valued community partner and a trusted nonprofit. The recreational opportunities they provide in partnership with the city enable us to provide tennis to our community. Put simply, our department alone does not have the resources to operate these programs or provide these facilities. And Woods Tennis Center is important to so many other community stakeholders, including Lincoln Public Schools, Lincoln Parochial Schools, the Nebraska School Activities Association, Community Learning Center programs, Madonna Rehab Hospital, Special Olympics Nebraska, the Lighthouse, the Malone Center, the Salvation Army, People's City Mission, Boys and Girls Club. The list goes on and on. We seek and embrace partnerships in our community, knowing how they help us respond to requests for new and expanded opportunities. They help us be good stewards of our limited tax dollars. You will find throughout our system many nonprofits helping us fulfill our mission, building parks and expanding programming. This includes the Flying Disc Club of Lincoln, Pickleball Lincoln, Star City BMX, Friends of Pioneers Park Nature Center, Trails Have Our Respect, and many others. The City of Lincoln and Parks and Rec remain dedicated to providing places and programs fundamental to our quality of life. We remain open and supportive of public-private partnerships that will activate our places and our residents. We're grateful for community advocates who utilize and care for our spaces. We're committed to making our system more accessible and more responsive to 21st century recreation needs. And we will always start the conversation, no matter how hard that conversation may be. Thank you, Lincoln, for joining in on that conversation. And thank you to the Friends of Woods Tennis staff, board, and patrons, many here today, including Director Kevin Heim. We look forward to working together on a bright future for this valued organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director Stuckey-Ross, and thank you to everyone on our Parks and Rec team who have poured so much time and energy into such a comprehensive engagement of our community on this issue. And here to provide more information about the present and future of the Woods Tennis Center is Todd Peterson, the board president of the nonprofit Friends of Woods Tennis Center.
Thank you, Mayor. As Director Stuckey-Ross mentioned, Friends of Woods Tennis has made the decision to formally withdraw our proposal for expansion at Woods Park and Sports Complex. This decision wasn't made lightly, obviously. We recognize the need for tennis programming and facilities to expand to meet Lincoln's growing demand. However, after careful consideration, we've come to the conclusion that our mission of taking the game to the community cannot be fully realized here at Woods Park. It has become clear that moving our facilities in programming outside of Woods Park is the best path forward. Starting immediately, Friends of Woods Tennis will evaluate alternative sites for a new facility to add capacity for our programming and our usage. This analysis will include both public and private land. Friends of Woods Tennis will take the time necessary to identify the best place to continue our mission of taking the game to the community. While this is taking place, we will continue to operate without interruption here at Woods Park Tennis Center. We are committed to maintaining our presence here at Woods Park until the new facility is built and ready to serve the community. We are incredibly grateful for the partnership that we have with Lincoln Parks and Recreation. Together, we provided high-quality tennis programming to thousands of area residents of all ages, abilities, and backgrounds. Our goal has always been to create an inclusive and welcoming environment for everyone to enjoy the sport of tennis. In looking ahead, we are excited about a blank canvas for a new state-of-the-art tennis center that will be better accommodate the needs for our community in the Missouri Valley and beyond. We want to thank all of our patrons and supporters for their unwavering commitment to our program. Your voices have been instrumental in this process, and we appreciate your continued engagement as we embark on this new chapter of taking the game to the community. We look forward to providing additional details in the coming months about next steps and possible locations. Throughout the process of exploring future locations, we remain committed to continuing to operate here at Woods Park.
Thank you so much, Todd, for your leadership and the generosity of your time and that of the Friends of Woods Tennis Board time. And we really value the long-standing partnership that we've had together, the city and Friends of Woods Tennis, as we jointly look to promote and provide tennis opportunities, this lifelong sport for our community members. In closing, Lincoln, the City of Lincoln, is committed to continuing to work with our community members and partners to enhance our public parks and recreation opportunities so that everyone in our community can access and benefit from both. We are proud of the Parks and Rec Department's comprehensive and compassionate public engagement efforts in which all voices were heard. And with that, we will open it up for several questions from the media. Yes.
This might be one for Todd. I wonder if you could just underscore again the need for the expansion. What is the capacity limitations right now? How much capacity are you hoping to add with this speculative expansion?
Sure. So currently we have 6 indoor courts and 12 outdoor courts, and our proposal was for 10 indoor courts and a total of 15 outdoor courts. Simply put, we're beyond capacity right now, and we have been for a number of years. We have kids that are on our waiting list. It's very difficult for us to turn down kids that are wanting to play tennis, and we just don't have the space. And so as we look at what we have here and the needs that we have, we'd be better suited somewhere else.
With that waiting list, is it first come, first serve right now? I mean, is it if kids are too late to the game, they just won't be able to participate? Is that how that works?
Kevin could speak to this better, but the second that email blasts go out to our patrons about upcoming programming, people are signing up because they know they're going to be left behind, unfortunately, if they don't jump on it.
At a separate location, are you looking to add more additional courts than you were originally planning to add here? Like, are you wanting to possibly make something even bigger than what the original expansion was going to look like?
We dream big. And yes, I mean, right now our goal is to get to that 10 indoor courts and 15 outdoor courts. Ideally, and it's so early in this process, ideally we would like to look at a place that would allow for more expansion with ideas that we talk about internally, that how we can make this an even bigger and better community tennis center.
I guess what ultimately was the final factor that made you guys decide that Woods Park wasn't the place to do an expansion?
I started off by saying it was a tough decision. We've been here for 60 years. We have Woods family members that donated this land and are part of our programming. UNL has played tennis here. We've had every varsity high school player play here for the last 60 years. It was not an easy decision. But eventually, as we thought about a blank canvas and what this can potentially grow to, I'm not talking about 5 years from now, but 20, 30, 50 years from now, we got more and more excited about the idea of looking elsewhere for our facility.
Well, thank you all again for joining us this afternoon for this update, and we appreciate your time and everyone's commitment to parks and recreation opportunities in Lincoln. It's part of what makes this a wonderful place to call home. Thank you.